Howdy, folks. It's Simply Nonsensical here, and I'm going to be talking about DeltaRambles. Um, I might be showcasing some of the slideshow and stuff like that, but more than likely, you're not going to be able to see the slideshow this time as I still work out the fucking backlog of this shit. But maybe I'll show some pictures of it, and well, there'll be some like screenshots of it, and so you can see like the questions and stuff that I ask. But this is my first video back in a while. I stopped making videos for like a year. I don't know necessarily what I'm going to be talking about really. These are called rambles for a reason because I will be rambling. I'll be speaking completely nonsensical. Maybe not. But the simple point is that Deltarune is one of those games that a lot of people have already been talking about. So I'm just throwing my hat in the ring with like a few questions and stuff like that. Like one of the more pressing questions. What's it called? Oh, hold on. If Death is the roaring night, how did she travel to the dark world? Like, how did this story really start? Secondly, what happened to if the soul isn't like Chris's, obviously, because we seem to have our own autonomy. What happened to Chris's own soul? How did they lose it? Does that make any sense? Like, were they blank without it? And if not, how did they survive? I mean, what happened to it? Another question that I had was what Susie saw when she chased the knight to the bunker when they were carrying Undyne. I'm like, first off, who the hell is like fucking? I don't know how. I know Undyne is like what, like 6'1" or some shit like that, and fucking whoever, if it is Des, she's fucking hoofing it with her like wrapped over her shoulder like a sack of potatoes. And I'm like, is she the fucking Hulk? How did that fucking work? Another question that I'm once again going back to Chris and stuff like that. Well, less of a question, more of like an example. Chris is not evil. They are a kid that's in a bad situation. I want to know what Carol and the Knight have over them, so like we could figure out like why they're working with them. But they're not evil. They clearly do not want the end of the world, and they clearly care about their friends. So enough of that. The weird route ends in chapter 5, so I'm wondering how that ends as well. That's very, like, isn't that kind of strange? Like, one of these major arcs is, like, literally, like, the bad arc ends pretty much slightly halfway through the entire thing. What are the other 3 chapters about? And if you did, like, the, what's it called? The, weird route, does it like fucking end the game, like, and then you just start the game back over at chapter 1? Like, is there a way to avert it in chapter 5, or is it truly, once you get to that point, is it truly that just the end? A lot of these are probably going to be answered this year because I think they said that it should be coming out in 2026, so looking forward to that. But yeah, some other questions are why did Gerson get left a shadow crystal? If the knight and Carol are following the prophecy like I think they are, why give Gerson the crystal if they knew he wouldn't use it? And how closely related is the Lord of Hammers to the actual prophecy? I know, like the game and the Dragon Blasters game and is it Dragon Blasters? Or am I imagining that? Pretty sure it is. And the Lord of Hammers book, like, when how did these come from the prophecy? Like, does the church they actually have religious texts? Well, of course they do. I'm saying, but what else is there in that book instead of that thing? Like, does that make sense? Probably not, but that's a few questions I got going on, just rattling around in the old noggin. So yeah, those are pretty much my questions and stuff like that. I don't have answers because I'm not a theorist. I am in fact just somebody who plays video games and stuff like that. This is me just throwing my hat and just talking about some random shit. And hopefully making people laugh in the process of me being a fucking idiot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you like it, like and subscribe or some shit.